This video is curiously entitled, Why Python? Normally, when I tell people that I use Python to write desktop applications, they ask me why. As in, why not just use C# or maybe Visual Basic? And my answer is always the same. Well, why not use Python? But let's look at some of the specific reasons why I pick Python over other programming languages to write my desktop applications in. First off, Python is cross-platform. What this means is that the code you write once can be run on any major operating system, be it Windows, macOS, or Linux. Secondly, it's also very powerful. I've gotten into endless debates with other programmers about this. For some reason, most of them think that Python is nothing but a scripting language. A language used when you want to perform a certain task, such as move a large number of files or rename multiple folders at once. In fact, it came to the point that I would show them the application I wrote, and they would not believe me that I wrote it using Python. So that part about Python being used only as a scripting language, simply not true. While, of course, Python can be used as a scripting language, did you know that YouTube was written in Python? Large parts of other Google websites are also written in Python. And, after this course, you will see that you can even write desktop applications in Python. This is one of the main reasons why I pick Python over other languages. Another advantage of Python is that it is relatively easy to learn and fairly simple to use. In fact, you'll be happy to know that even our desktop applications will be very simple to write in a true Pythonic way. Finally, and this is more of a point to note, after spending hours thinking about this, I have decided to use Python 3.4 in this course. Trust me, I'm more than aware of the huge debate between Python 2 and Python 3 use cases in the Python community today, but I believe that Python 3 is the way to go, and all the libraries that we'll be using in this course are Python 3 compatible. I hope that my choice of Python version will make you a happy Python developer, that is. Now, what do I mean when I say cute? No, I don't mean this cute puppy, unfortunately, but rather I mean Qt, a framework that we'll be using to help us write our desktop application. It, in fact, is pronounced cute. Whether that's intentional or not, I'm gonna let you decide. However, I would like to note that their slogan perfectly describes one of the main reasons why I prefer Qt over some other GUI frameworks such as GIMP Toolkit, or otherwise known as GTK. It says, code less, create more, and deploy everywhere. But, again, let's look at some of the specific reasons as well. Once again, Qt is cross-platform. It is also very powerful. For example, it's not just used for drawing GUI elements on the screen. It can run database queries, provide network interfaces, even has its own implementation of the WebKit rendering engine. These are all, what I kind of call them, micro libraries within this framework. But in this course, we'll be focusing on just two, the Qt core library and the Qt GUI library. Qt also calls native widget toolkits on all platforms. Geez, what did I just say? Well, essentially this means that Qt application on Windows will look like it's designed specifically for Windows, on macOS it's going to look like an application designed for macOS, and on Linux it's going to look like an application designed for whatever desktop environment you're using. However, note that Qt will attempt to use native toolkits on all platforms, but this is not always guaranteed, hence the asterisk at the end. One thing I should also mention is that we will actually be using a Python binding for Qt. There are several Python bindings available, but the most notable ones are PyQt and PySide. Now, let me explain the concept of binding a little bit. Qt was written in C++ programming language, and it was written for C++. Since these are all what we call bindings, even though we'll write code purely in Python, internally PyQt will still execute its functions in C++. Should you care about this? No, not really. There is no reason for you to, at least not at this point. Finally, for the purpose of this course, I have decided to use PyQt 4. There is PyQt 5 available that implements Qt 5, but Qt 5 has made some changes that slightly change the concept of GUI programming with Qt. One more thing I would like to point out is that PyQt and PySide are very similar. In fact, they're so similar that you can often swap the import statements and change the import PyQt to import PySide. Their only major difference is the license. While they're both absolutely free to use, if you want to use PyQt for commercial products, you would have to pay the license fee. With PySide, that is not the case, and you can use PySide in whatever application you want. And finally, I should mention at the end of this video is that you're free to use Python 2.7 or PySide, or even PyQt 5, but note that you will have to do the code translations on the fly.